And again, I had the problem with the chafing, and right at or at about the halfway point, I started walking it. I wasn't going to run anymore. I was kind of done for the day running. Except there was this one point along Monona Bay that there was a train coming, and if I didn't beat that train, it wasn't a fast train. I mean, trains are not running fast in this city, that's for sure. But if I didn't beat that train, I was going to stand there waiting for it. And when you're running and stand around for a while, especially if you've been running a marathon and you're almost finished with it, you don't want to stand around, really. You kind of want to keep going. You get all stiff and everything if you're just standing around. So I started chugging away and actually did beat that train. So that was a small little victory. And I don't even know what the time was. I was not doing too great at the end of that race. I'm guessing it was somewhere over 5 hours. Definitely over 5 hours. I think. Yeah, probably. Maybe over 6 hours. Wasn't really sure. Probably towards the high end of 5 hours, a little under 6. But I'm not really sure. I was so out of it at the end of that race, and boy, I was hurting for the longest time. I was living on the second floor of this space, and when somebody would knock at my door, I'd have to walk down the stairs to get the door. And that was a hard walk, getting up and down the stairs, or getting up off the floor if I'm sitting on the floor, which I'm sitting on the floor right now. I mean, basically, I'm sitting at the floor, looking at the camera, talking to it. And anyway, so the first race was pretty horrible. I didn't even know that they had buses busing people back to the square where it started. So I after running that 26.2 mile marathon, I walked home. But this year they changed the course drastically. It was the first year that they have not started at the Capitol. They started and finished at Bratfest. And I actually got there, and I got to the finish line, and it said starting line, I guess. And well, it said starting line, but it was the starting line for some other race, even though it said marathon starting line, I think. And somebody finally told me that the start was in front of the near to John Nolan Drive, and where I was and where actually the finish line was in the back of the Coliseum, away from John Nolan Drive. But anyway, so that's part of my marathon story. And should I run the dang clips? No, I'm gonna wait as long as I possibly can to run those clips and talk about stuff. Do I have anything else other to talk about than the marathon? I mean, I can go talk and talk and talk for that. Talk for a long time about the marathon. And yeah, I guess I was saying that the route is they changed the route up. It used to start at the Capitol. You go to Warner Park, you come back through Maple Bluff, you go to Picnic Point, you go down University Avenue, down Monroe Street to the Arboretum. You go through the Arboretum, you come back, Vilas Park a little bit, and around Monona Bay, and then to the finish. And why am I talking about the old route? I don't know. But anyway, they jumbled it up, and this time it started again. It started at Bratfest, and went to the Arboretum, kind of along Monroe Street, through the back entrance, I guess. I don't know, and out through Vilas Park again, and then you started. You headed down to campus, to near Picnic Point. Didn't quite go to the path to Picnic Point. Started up Observatory. I was thinking we were going to have to go up Observatory Hill, but no, it cut down on the Lakeshore Path, and past the Union, and up Langdon, and then down to James Madison Park, to Gorham Street, and all the way out to the Maple Bluff Country Club, and around that, and then there was a spot in Madison that I'd never really been to. I asked some people, where the hell are we? You know, I'd never been there. Just I guess maybe north of the Maple Bluff Country Club. I think somewhere near Warner Park, but maybe not. But was new to me, that's for sure. Well, then actually, so we'd head down Sherman again, and there was a part of the race that was you had people going towards the Maple Bluff Country Club, and then people going away from the Maple Bluff Country Club. And I was with the group that kind of looked very slow and troubled, heading towards Maple Bluff, and the people coming towards me were actually looked a lot fresher than the people that had run less of a distance. But anyway, so then it's a simple head to the east side, or I guess it's head west actually. Heading from down Sherman, cutting across by the Yahara River, and then down Jennifer Street to Law Park, and all the way down John Nolan Drive, around by the Wingra Creek, Quan Park, and then to the finish. But oh boy, can you bear with me here? We got another 12 minutes left in the show, and anyway, so I'm not doing too bad today. Again, I've been a lot worse after marathons, and I'm a big guy, and plopping my legs on concrete for 5 hours is probably not the best thing for them. Although so I'm usually hurting a lot afterwards, and but I seem a lot better today than I have been in marathons past. Actually, 2 years ago, I think that I'd maybe been dehydrated a bit, because were some water stations last year, and also more 2 years ago, that the water just tasted bad, and it's like they had a water bottle, and we'll put this on the shelf for next year, and then they'll fill it up with the garden hose, and the water just didn't taste that great. And that was 2 years ago. But this year it tasted, well, anyway, so 2 years ago, I had skipped the water at a couple places, and I think that was a big mistake, because I think I became very dehydrated.